My name is Kiiru Muhoya. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Fingo Africa. I'm honored to be on the top 40 under 40 list. I'm 26 years old. Fingo means finance on the go. We built Fingo because we saw a gap in the market for youth banking. So Fingo is a digital bank for young Africans. What that means is that we let young people download an app called Fingo. They can create an account in under 5 minutes without ever visiting a branch, fully digitally, and they're able to transact for cheaper, access savings, access virtual cards, and be able to run their entire financial life through the app. Fingo is about 2.5 years old. We started in 2021, joined Y Combinator, which is an excellent startup accelerator, and launched in May of 2023. At Fingo, as the CEO, I believe my main role is the vision bearer, meaning that I try to align the company towards a vision of how do we serve this young demographic across the continent, and how do we ensure that we're providing services not just for everyone, but specifically to empower young people to create wealth and enjoy their financial journey. I believe that the challenge that we identified was one that many people didn't want to attack. And that's because young people are seen as, especially in Africa, are seen as having low income and low potential. And so a lot of financial institutions ignore them. And it's hard to bank young people, it's hard to meet their needs, their standards, especially when you feel like you're not getting the return. But we saw the opportunity, not today, but in about 15 years, where there'll be about 1 billion young Africans on the continent. And we thought, who's going to bank them? And so I believe that one of the things that have made us succeed, or have made us, as a company, extremely stand out, is the fact that we've invented a new space called youth banking. And we've come out with one of the very first Pan-African youth banks, possibly in history. I went to university and studied philosophy, politics, and economics. And I would say it's not particularly aligned to technology or fintech where I'm at, but it was aligned towards development, meaning I got to understand how wealth is created, how different structures, political, economic, financial, impact a nation. And at the very grassroots of that, I came to understand that you have to be able to create generational wealth and create a foundation for people to be able to create that wealth. And so my background doesn't speak to technology, but I came to understand that there's very few ways to do things as quickly as building software. And I looked at very many industries, all of them take a lot of time. So if you're building infrastructure, if you're building power, if you're building anything that is physical, it takes a lot of time and a lot of capital. Whereas software, you can have just as big or even bigger impact, but you only need a few lines of code. So I think for me, that's what stood out as the way we can change the continent, by building software that helps people move money easier, access financial services easier, and empower them to create wealth with different products easier. So our North Star is the demographic of the continent. So today, 70% of all Africans or sub-Saharan Africans are under the age of 35. The median age in Kenya today is 19. By 2050, there'll be over 1 billion young Africans, meaning that over half of the young people in the world, that's over half of the young working force, is going to be on the continent. I ask myself, where are they going to find jobs? Where they're going to create opportunities? And for me, Fingo is that platform that helps them not just attain financial freedom, but also build businesses, get their first mortgage, create wealth, and build assets that help them develop this continent. So one thing we have been thinking about is this concept of the youth economy. And the youth economy is, where do young people invest? Where do they attain skills? And a platform like Fingo is one that we hope can empower them to do that. And so our goal is by 2050, we have over 300 million customers on the Fingo platform. Well, I feel honored, and I've admired a lot of people on the list, and I feel like there's a lot more work to do, and we're just getting started. It's a great achievement, and I want to thank my team, my family, and I want to say that it's just the beginning. Let's keep working.